everyone. Welcome to Whisper the Mystery. I hope you all are doing fine and keeping safe. So, in today's reading, we're going to look into what would be the personality of your future spouse and a glimpse in your relationship or connection. Before diving into the reading, I'd like to say something. I'm offering a very special service or reading which would help you to find your true authentic self and your divine gifts and help you to clear any blocks or restrictions currently being presented in your life, as well as helping you heal in certain connections or relationships. So it's a very deep reading out there which would help us to align ourselves to our authentic true self. So if you do get some time, please do visit my website www.whisperthemystery.com. I'll also add the information in the description box below. Never know, it might be of beneficial for any of you watching out there. All right, so let's dive into the reading now. There are three piles over here. This is the first pile, the white heart, the second pile, the blue heart, and the third pile, the red heart. So please take a moment, meditate on the cards, and use your intuition to choose the pile. You could also pause the video to meditate on them. And if you're ready, let's move to the first pile, the white heart. Welcome, pile one, all that have chosen the white heart. It's an honor for me to do a reading for you today. We're now going to look into what would be the personality of your future spouse and a glimpse to your connection or relationship. So first we have here Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups, interesting, another three. Then we have fifth chakra, Goddess of the Moon. It's safe for you to love. And image number 27. Okay, I'll just tune into the energy here. Right, so pile one. So we have two number threes over here, and I'm seeing a lot of energy here of being surrounded by many people. So your person will be someone who would not like to spend a lot of time on their own. They love being surrounded by people, being out with friends, socializing. This is something which is very important for them because they get a lot of their energy, I'm seeing, from other people. They find it extremely difficult to be on their own. It's kind of like draining for them to spend a lot of time by themselves. So it's not like they do not want to be on their own, but they just find it very uncomfortable. So they do spend a lot of time, I'm seeing, with people. Even where they would be working, they'll always be surrounded by people. They wouldn't like to be working completely by themselves. It doesn't mean that they would not or they could not be self-employed, but potentially even if they're self-employed, they would employ many people for them and spend a lot of time interacting with other people. So with the Three of Cups, yes, they do love socializing, they love partying with friends, and I also see like they do enjoy their share of drinks as well. And this also makes me feel like they have many suitors, they have many people, the opposite sex especially, who gets very, very attracted to them. They're more like a charmer, I'm seeing. And with the fifth chakra, it's very strongly coming up that they have a very good communication skills. They could be very good in convincing, persuasion. Yeah, it's something which they use very well, and they use it to their advantage quite a lot, I'm saying. But that's the reason as well why this works quite well with the opposite sex, I'm sensing. But this is one thing as well which you would be attracted to, so you'd find it very easy to talk to this person. I feel like this person is very easygoing. Any age group, any type of person could have a beautiful conversation with this person. And it's kind of as if they get like a download from divine. It's not like they think a lot before speaking, but whatever they do speak, it kind of touches the other person. And they do get attracted to them magnetically, I'm saying. So their words, it's like a divine gift for them. And the more they use it to their advantage, the better it is for them, I'm saying. We have the Three of Pentacles here. So definitely your person is very hardworking and they enjoy both. They enjoy their hardworking life. At the same time, they do realize that all work and no play is not good. So they do have their share of fun as well. So they do keep a balance there between the working life and the social life. When they're at work, they're completely immersed in their work. And when they're with friends or when they're socializing with people, they're completely immersed in them. So it's kind of as if they have these two separate worlds. But yeah, when it comes to their work life as well, as I said in the beginning, they find it very difficult to do things on their own. So the Three of Coins is a card of teamwork and collaboration. So they would be working a lot with other people involved. Now, what else am I seeing here? Okay, it's safe for you to love. It's quite interesting because I'm getting from this a sense that your person, especially being a charmer, a lot of you, yes, you would get attracted to the person's words, to the way they speak, but at the same time, when you look at their lifestyle, you might find it a little bit difficult to trust this person. They might come out to be a little flirtatious, or you might think that they would not want something serious with you. So this could be one reason why you try running away from this person, and this person is not going to leave you. Once they set their eyes on you, I'm saying they would do anything to be with you. They would try convincing you again with their wonderful conversational skills, and they would try to show you that this is not completely who they are. They have another side to them as well, which probably you've missed out, you've not looked at. So they're going to show you their true side, and they're going to show you basically all their shades, all their color, because this is probably the only thing which you might notice or see about a person. And probably because this person may have a lot of friends as well, you might think like they're not serious about you and all that energy coming up. And potentially as well, for some of you, very few of you, I'm seeing that this person could be in another connection when they meet you, but when they see you, they might just lose their heart and run after you. I'm saying this could be for very few of you, I'm saying. But for a lot of you, I feel like that's just your perception about this person. And that's why the card is coming up, where it's safe for you to love. So it's safe for you to open up to this person, to trust them. And this card is anyways for a future spouse. So this person would land up becoming your spouse. But it's only after this person would need to convince you a lot, I'm saying, because you would find it very, very difficult to trust a person based on their lifestyle. Then we have your goddess of the moon. So they're very, very connected here to the divine source. And that's why I feel as well, their voice, their communication, it's kind of like a gift for them. And whatever download they receive from the divine, they just say it. They don't really pre-plan things a lot, what they're going to say. But it's at, as if at that moment, what just comes to their mind, they trust it and they feel that will work. And that's how they go on in life. So they kind of trust their instincts and their intuition alone. And every time they trust their instincts and their intuition, it takes them further in their life. So they kind of need to trust their instincts quite a bit, I'm saying. I don't think that this kind of makes them very spiritual as such. That's not necessary. I don't see a person to be extremely spiritual. But yes, instincts is something which they believe in. They believe in that everyone has it. So keeping that in mind, they follow their instincts to follow their path in life. The other thing which is coming up here is a beautiful combination of the Pentacles energy and the water energy. So a lot of you could be earth and water signs as well, which I'm seeing here. So I'm seeing this beautiful combination within your person where they have emotions at the same time. They're very grounded. So it's like a balance here between two of this, I'm seeing. So they're not just someone who would flow with the emotions and get carried away. They are quite practical at the same time as well. So that's why I'm saying it's a beautiful combination there between these two. And lastly, we have this image number 27. So if you can see, that woman there is holding like a flower in her hand. Not exactly a rose, but kind of like a red flower. And she's wearing red attire as well. So your person would be very, very sensual, I'm sensing with this. They would be very romantic, and they're not going to hide their romantic gestures. Even from this card here, it's safe for you to love. That's how I felt about your person, that they would be wooing you. They would try different techniques to kind of get your attention. So I'm seeing a lot of sensuality here surrounding your person. But this person here is kind of wearing a veil. If you can see this, there's like a veil here. So I do sense from this that you would take some time to see this person's true authentic self, and they would disclose it to you when time comes. They would show you the side of theirs. It's not just someone who just loves partying. There is a thinker behind this person. There is someone here who thinks a lot, who's a very deep person. So they are going to slowly reveal to you all their sides and all their shades. I'm also seeing a lot of butterfly in the cards. So your person is someone who has transformed a lot. So if you talk to them and go back to how they were in the past, how they are now, you're going to notice a lot of transformation there within this person. And I do see the two of you sharing a lot of romantic time with each other, because this person is filled with romance. They just love the idea of romance and spending this beautiful time together. So this is something I'm seeing that the both of you are going to share together. Alright, Pawan, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe and help grow this channel. Now, in the introduction, I also mentioned a type of service which I'm offering, which is helping people find their true authentic self, helping them clear any current blocks and restrictions, and helping them heal any relationship they're having issues with. So if you would like some more details about it, you can visit my website, www.whisperthemystery.com, and you could also follow me on Instagram. Alright, I'll see you in my next video. Take care, goodbye. Welcome, Pal 2, all those who've chosen the blue heart. It's an honor for me to do a reading for you today. We're now going to look into what would be the personality of your future spouse and a glimpse into your connection or relationship. So first we have your Seven of Cups. And we have the Star, Magician and Mirror, Financial Constraints, Religious Factors, and image number 22. Okay, I'll just tune into the energy here. Pile 2. Okay, very, very deep connection. So, right, I would not sugarcoat things, but I do feel like your connection with this person would be extremely deep. But I'm seeing this journey to be not very easy, because we have here the Magician and the Mirror, financial constraints, religious factors. All these are just showing me that there are going to be major differences between you and your person. It could be a geographical distance, it could be a religious difference, it could be an age difference, it could be that one of you are married, or it could be actually where one is extremely wealthy and the other one is struggling. So there could be so many different scenarios which potentially could be there. But this is coming up as a card for your future spouse. So definitely looks like no matter what the obstacles are, no matter what the hurdles are, you both are going to make it. Okay, you both are going to reach your destination. So in regards to your person's personality, we have here first the Seven of Cups. So I'm seeing a person who has a lot of desires. They just don't stop. Okay, they're not easily satisfied. Yes, they could be content, but their dreams are very, very high, and they have so many different dreams. So it could be one when it comes to their connection, the other one regards to their work, a third one regards to their health. So they do set many different goals for themselves, and they have the potential to make their dreams into a reality. So although this is a Seven of Cups, it's a card of a dream here, but we also have here the card of the Magician, the Manifestor card, and the card of the Star, where they do have the capability and the capacity to make all their wishes, all their dreams come true. The thing is, they set the goals so high that at times it could take a really long time for them to achieve their dreams. So I feel they're usually someone who would set really distant goals for themselves, not really easy goals. So something which could take maybe like setting up a new company, which could take a few years for them to see it into a reality. You could be one of their dreams and desires as well, which, like I said, because of the situation, it could potentially take some time. But I see a person to be very adamant, and no matter what comes in the way, they do not give up on their dreams. They do not stop dreaming. And with the star, as I said, they do have the capacity and capability to make their dreams into a reality. The star card usually comes after the tower card. So the tower card, if a lot of you know, it's the card of destruction. It's the card where things collapse and everything falls apart. But the star card comes as, like a new beginning again, a new fate, hope, and things working out again. So this is what I'm seeing here for your person, that regardless of what happens in their life, they do not give up. They stand back on the 2 feet again and start working again. With the card, the magician and the mirror, I do feel that a lot of you would be soulmates, especially twin flames out there. So it's a very deep, deep bond there between the two of you. Now, with this, I'm also sensing that your person would be someone very matured and very spiritual as well. So they would be having a lot of knowledge, tremendous amount of knowledge rather. So when anyone speaks to them, they would feel as if they're talking to someone much older. That's only because they would be filled with so much of wisdom. So it doesn't mean that they are old or they're always talking like an old person. No, absolutely not. But it's when you have a real conversation there with the person, a genuine conversation there with the person, they would just say things which you wouldn't believe this person knows, because that shows the amount of wisdom there which they've had. And again, it's because of all the life experiences as well which they've been through. I'm also seeing an infinity symbol here in this person. So I'm sensing with this that your connection with this person would be like everlasting, lifelong. It's an, yeah, infinity, definitely a lot of twin flames I'm seeing out here. Now, your person, I'm seeing with the star card as well, they would imagine you to be, or whenever they look at you, I feel they would be so deeply in love with you. For them, you are going to be like a star in their life. That's how I'm seeing this, okay? It's like they're going to feel you are the most beautiful person out there, whether you're a man or woman watching, okay, or the most handsome person out there. And for them, you are going to be exactly like a star, someone who is completely flawless. They look up to you, they put you on a pedestal, and they really, really admire you. I feel so much of love here from this person for you. Okay, it's like they would admire you from their whole heart and soul. Financial constraints. Now, in particularly coming up for a personality, I'm sensing from this that your person probably always feel like they need to work harder, they need to push themselves harder, because I'm not seeing here exactly that your person is struggling financially. Yes, there could be time or periods in their life where they could be going to that financial hurdles, which everyone does at some point or the other. But the thing is, for them over here, they probably always feel that they need more, they want more, and that's the reason why they have so many dreams, desires. They just want to keep growing and growing and growing. With this, I'm also seeing that there would be someone very generous. They would earn a lot of money, but money is not a priority for them. Absolutely not. In fact, I sense that if you look at a person, you wouldn't even know how much money they have, because they would look so simple, they would be so generous, so kind-hearted. It's like they would just open up their whole bank balance to you or to anyone, I'm saying. But it's just that they are so generous, and they know that money doesn't mean anything to them. So it's because, again, of all the life experiences they've been through. They've probably been through more difficult situations where they have realized that money could not buy them the happiness which they truly needed and truly desired. So that's the reason why, no doubt, they have high goals, high ambitions, but their financial status does not dictate their life. With religious factors, it could also be possible here that the person you'd be dealing with would be very religious or very spiritual, or someone with very high ethics and moral values. This is something which they would, or something which would be very important for your person. And that's another reason here why they are very firm about their beliefs, about their dreams, because they know whatever they're hoping for, it's ethical, and they would do anything to achieve them. Okay, so there's someone with a very strong mind here, I'm saying. With this image number 22, I feel like kind of love at first sight here for your person. When they see you, as I said earlier as well, they would feel you are the most amazing person in this whole world, and like a film star, like a movie star, or you're going to be like a star in their life. Okay, if you can see here, it's like this camera roll out there, and this woman here is in the photograph. So that's how they are going to feel. They're going to feel like you are a star of their story, and they would feel you are so beautiful compared to them, and you're so much more better than them, and they would not be able to take you out from their mind from the day they see you. That's how strong this connection is going to be. And they probably would start manifesting you right from that day. They're very strong manifestors, very, very strong. So, and again, I'm seeing a lot of difference there between the two of you. It's something like, I cannot reach that person, I cannot be with them. So there would be something there which would be stopping the two of you, initially at least, to be one. And that's probably another reason why they would feel you're like a star, where they can just see how sparkly you are, but they're not able to touch you or reach you. Okay, that's the type of energy I'm seeing here with this person. So the other thing I'm seeing with this person is they would be someone as well very good looking. Okay, I'm seeing this somehow, although they feel you are much better looking than them, but they have their own style. They're quite good looking in their own ways, and anyone would be impressed with them because they have the magician type of energy in them. Anyone, I feel, would be very, very impressed with them. The personality would be just like a magnet. That's how I'm seeing here for this person. All right, pal 2, I hope you resonated with this reading. If you did, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. If you did hear in the introduction, I did mention that I am offering a type of service where I'm helping people find their authentic true self, clear any current blocks or restrictions in their life, and to heal any relationships you're having issues with. So if you'd like to know more details about it, you can visit me on my website, which is www.whisperthemystery.com, and you could also follow me on Instagram. All right, I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Goodbye. Welcome, pal 3, all those who've chosen the red heart. It's an honor for me to do a reading for you today. We're now going to look into what would be the personality of your future spouse and a glimpse to your connection or relationship. So first we have your Knight of Swords, Magician, 4th chakra, oh, another chakra card, the 3rd chakra, interesting, past life relationship, and image number 3. Okay, I'll just tune into the energy here. Okay, so looking at the card, the past life relationship definitely would feel like it's a soulmate connection here, which you both would share. And with these type of connections, relationship, very quickly you become very close to each other, and it does feel like you've known this person before. That's the feeling and energy I'm getting here with the two of you, where you would feel like you know each other from before, and this trust would just kick in straight away when you both meet each other, because you'll be like meeting an old friend. That's the type of energy I'm seeing here. So for a lot of you, I do feel like this person initially could be a very good friend first before they move on to the next relationship, or before you take the relationship to another level. That's the energy I'm getting here for a lot of you. So we have your 3rd chakra, 4th chakra, 2 chakra cards over here. So plus the Magician. So I'm seeing from this that your person would be very, very balanced, right? I'm seeing a balance between mind, body, and soul. So it's like a holistic thing, which a person would be demonstrating. Okay, so when you do speak to them, when you do meet them, you kind of feel like they are so balanced. They would not be someone who would lose their cool very easily. They would think before taking a step, and before saying anything as well. I do feel like they would think about it. So it's a beautiful balance here, which I'm seeing. With the 3rd chakra, I do feel like they would trust their instincts and their intuition quite a lot in all the areas of their life. So before taking any step, as I said, before saying anything, they would trust their instinct and their intuition for that. With the fourth chakra, I'm seeing a person to be having a very, very beautiful heart. The fourth chakra is the heart chakra over here. So I'm seeing a person to be very, very kind-hearted. Now, with the Knight of Swords coming here and the fourth chakra coming here, I feel that at times people could misunderstand them. Okay, that's because at times possibly could be where your person is very clean-hearted. They do not really know how to sugarcoat things. They say things as it is. They say things as they see it, as they feel it. And sometimes many people do not like it. They like things being sugar-coated. They like things being said in a particular way and not said it exactly how it is. So that's one thing I feel, where your person sometimes feel they are misunderstood, although the intentions is very, very clear. It's more like, a childlike energy, the way a child would be. They do not have any bad intentions. They just have love for everyone. They just want to say things in a beautiful way. But sometimes the way they say it could be misconstrued, misunderstood. But if you're a child, you kind of get away with it. But if you're an adult, it stays there a little bit. So I'm seeing a person who sometimes keeps themselves a little bit guarded. We have in the Knight of Swords. So I'm seeing them a little bit guarded, where they get a bit worried, where someone else may misunderstand what they're trying to say or what they're trying to express. Okay, they still try to keep themselves balanced. So I'm seeing a person over here who works a lot on themselves and who tries to work on making themselves balanced. Like I said, you would see it, but trying to make themselves perfect, trying to work on their flaws and just continue working on themselves to be the best version of them. So this is one thing where I feel like they do get a little worried that whatever they say could be misconstrued, misunderstood. And with the Knight of Swords coming up here, though, it still feels like they find it very difficult to control themselves. Although they do try, they would sometimes just say things which they really did not mean. They meant something else. So there's the energy coming up here. With the Magician coming up, your person here is working a lot on manifestation, working definitely a lot. So you would see them having very big goals, very big projects. And that's another reason as well why the chakras here are being balanced, because the more balanced they are, the more quicker they would be able to manifest things in their life. I'm also seeing they would be a lot into fitness. Okay, so they could be someone who loves gymming, who loves sports, but they're looking after their body as well as a temple, because they know the connection there between the mind, body and soul. It's like they know it, and that's the reason why they're trying to work on everything. I'm saying it's like, mind, body and soul. So that's what I'm seeing. Everything over here, everything is here and they're just trying to blend everything to create something beautiful there in their life. And they are creating, they have created. I feel here your person has created a lot. It's kind of they've created their own dynasty in a way. I'm seeing a lot over here. Yeah. I'm also sensing from here that your person loves traveling. Okay, they just love it, and they're quite instinctive as well. So once their heart tells them, they would just follow their heart. They're more of a person who would follow their instincts and follow their heart. They might think things through, which could be later on. It could be after taking that step, because we also have in the night. Night is someone who doesn't really waste a lot of time. They would just take a step very, very quickly here. So this could come out to be sometimes a little bit impulsive, because what they're thinking, what they're feeling, they would straight away just take a step. So if they just feel like going away on a holiday, be by themselves, suddenly they would just take the flight or take their car, and that's it. They would be on their own journey. So yeah. And last we have here the image number 3. This is a very beautiful image. I'm seeing from here your person is trying to be as authentic as they can, shedding their skin sort of, and coming to their true authentic self. So they are working very, very hard. Oh my God, I feel like they're completely into self-development, completely here. So yeah, they're kind of shedding their old skin and just coming out there in the open as a true authentic self. They could be having some unconventional career or something like that, but it's something which their heart truly felt called to. Now, there would be someone who'd be having a lot of careers or a lot of things going on, because I'm seeing here like two wands here. So they probably would be having, say, their own business. They could be having another business. So it's kind of different things going on at one time. But what they're working on is moving those things in an autopilot way. Even here, I'm seeing like things are happening for them. They don't need to do very much about it. So this is someone here who has worked very, very hard. Of course, when it started they would have given their whole heart and soul into it. But their whole intention is to make these things work in an autopilot, where right now what's happening is they're just reaping the benefit. They're just getting all the income. They don't need to work that hard anymore. So now they can concentrate completely here on themselves. They've done all the hard work. They've moved things the way it should move. They've kind of laid the foundation over here, and now they just need to sit and reap the rewards of it and work completely on their soul. That's the energy I'm getting from this. What else can I see here? Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of transformation here, which has happened to your person a lot. And it could also be someone here I'm seeing who loves nature, who loves animals. Seeing here they're surrounded by so many different types of animals out there. And again, with the fish as well, I'm seeing a lot of emotions within your person. And they have worked hard. They have worked on their fear to achieve whatever they could. They have come a really, really long way. I feel this person will be someone who would have a very interesting story to say about their lives. You know, let me see a little bit about your connection more, because I feel this has gone very, very deep here into your person. It's kind of as if I'm in their head. That's the feeling I'm getting. So yes, when it comes to your connection as well, especially with the fourth chakra coming over here, I feel your person would be very emotional when it comes to you and your connection. They would love you with their whole heart and soul. One thing though I feel you need to bear in mind as well is your person being very kind-hearted. They might look at everyone as well in a very kind way. So in their eyes, no one can be really like a bad person. Everyone is a nice person. So this is one thing I feel which some of you could find a little bit difficult, because sometimes you feel like that person does not deserve your kindness. But according to your future spouse, everyone deserves kindness. So this is one aspect which I feel you might struggle with. But with the Knight of Swords and this, so your person would be very, very spontaneous. They would make really spontaneous plans. It's very exciting. I'm getting a very exciting energy here from this person. But yes, it would be a little bit difficult to truly understand what they're thinking or feeling, because they would know as well what they're going to decide the next day, because they're so instinctive and so spontaneous. So this is something which, well, you would need to just live it. It's not major, it's just minor things. But yeah, there is a lot of emotions here which a person would be feeling, and rather you both would be feeling here with each other, with a past life relationship and this beautiful soul connection coming up. All right, Paltry, I really hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe and help grow this channel. I did mention in the introduction that there is a service which I'm offering, which is helping people find their true authentic self and their divine gifts, help them clear any current blocks and restrictions in their life, and help them heal any relationships they're probably having issues with. So if you need more information, you can find me on my website, which is www.whisperthemystery.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Goodbye.